Exiled by the Galactic Council, humans created an empire beyond belief. When the judgment was passed, the chamber fell silent. Billions across the galactic network watched as the Council's decision echoed through every world under its banner. Humanity, declared dangerous, unpredictable, and unfit for interstellar harmony, was to be exiled beyond the rim. The decision came after years of tension, years of human inventions unsettling the delicate balance of old civilizations that had grown complacent over millennia. Human delegates stood there, silent, proud, refusing to beg. They had offered innovation, not war. They had given energy solutions, faster than light stabilizers, and medical wonders. But the Council feared them, not because of what they had done, but because of what they could do. Humanity advanced faster than any species before it. In mere centuries, they had reached parity with civilizations that had existed since before their sun was born. That was unacceptable to the Council of the Elder Races. The exile decree was carried out with precision. Human colonies across Council space were stripped of assets. Ships were seized. Orbital stations were dismantled. And the fleet, every vessel bearing the Terran insignia, was escorted beyond the rim. The exile was meant to destroy them quietly, away from the influence of civilized space. But that was not what happened. Beyond the rim lay the unknown void, a region marked by dark energy storms, gravity rifts, and ancient derelict constructs of civilizations long extinct. Most species dared not venture there. To the Council, it was a fitting graveyard. To the humans, it was a challenge. The first years were hard. With limited resources, the exiled fleet had to survive using ingenuity and grit. Their ships, once shining symbols of alliance, became factories, farms, and homes. They salvaged materials from wrecks, mined asteroids, and mapped safe routes through space storms. The human trait that had always frightened the Council, the ability to adapt, now became their salvation. Under the leadership of Admiral Ryan, a man of quiet resolve and endless patience, the humans began rebuilding. He refused despair. He told his people that exile was not the end, but a beginning. His words became a creed repeated across every ship and station. If they fear our rise, let them see what we become. Decades passed. The exiles found strange relics in the darkness, ruins from an age so old that even the Council's archives had no mention of it. Within shattered moons and broken temples of metal, humans uncovered lost technologies that defied understanding. Instead of destroying or fearing them, they studied, decoded, and rebuilt. Their scientists learned to harness zero-point energy, manipulate artificial gravity fields beyond Council limits, and stabilize wormholes. What others called impossible, humans called unfinished work. Their progress was quiet but relentless. From a scattered fleet, humanity became a civilization reborn. They established colonies across uncharted systems, self-sufficient, connected through quantum relays of their own design. They named their new domain the Ascendancy. It was not an empire of conquest, but of creation. When the first capital world, Nova Terra, rose from the surface of a once barren planet, it was a marvel unlike anything known before. Cities floated upon magnetic fields, drawing energy from planetary cores. The skies shimmered with auroras shaped by atmospheric regulators. Every structure was designed not to dominate nature, but to live in harmony with it. But what truly made the Ascendancy different was its foundation, its unity. Humanity had learned from exile that division had been their greatest weakness. No longer bound by nations, corporations, or old rivalries, they forged a single identity. Every citizen knew the price of survival. Every mind contributed. For a century, the Council forgot about them. The galaxy moved on. Trade alliances shifted. Wars came and went. To the elder races, humans had vanished, a solved problem. But then strange signals began appearing near the rim. Unidentified transmissions using frequencies long considered unstable carried across hundreds of systems. The Council's observers detected energy readings far beyond known technology. When the first probe was sent to investigate, it did not return. The second vanished as well. Only the third returned a fragmented image, a fleet of ships immense and radiant operating within the storm fields thought impassable. The image caused panic in the chambers of the Council. The humans had returned. The Ascendancy's fleet was unlike any other. Each ship moved as if space itself bent to its will. Their hulls shimmered with adaptive armor. Their drives left ripples of folded light. But what truly terrified the Council was their signal, the same ancient insignia of Earth, now refined into a new emblem, a rising sun over a horizon of stars. The Council dispatched emissaries. They came expecting hostility but found diplomacy. The human envoy greeted them with calm courtesy. "We remember our exile," the envoy said, "but we do not seek vengeance. We only wish to trade, to share knowledge, and to see how far civilization has come." Still, the Council was uneasy. They demanded access to human technology for evaluation. The humans declined politely. When pressed, they explained that certain knowledge could not be shared, for it could destroy as easily as it could create. That was enough to reignite the old fear. Rumors spread among the Council's member races, claims that humans were creating weapons capable of bending gravity, engines that could tear holes through time, shields that could resist annihilation beams. None of it was confirmed, but fear did not need proof. The Council prepared sanctions just as they had in the past. When the ultimatum was sent, the human response came swiftly. It was a simple transmission, broadcast to every system. "We were exiled once and we thrived. Do not mistake peace for weakness. The Ascendancy stands ready to defend itself, but we prefer cooperation. Choose wisely." The message was calm, even diplomatic, yet its tone carried power. It reminded every race of what humanity had endured and what they had become. Some worlds began questioning the Council's motives. Others reached out to the humans in secret, eager to trade. The tension reached its peak when a Council battle group entered Ascendancy space without permission. The humans warned them to turn back. The commander ignored the warnings. Moments later, the fleet vanished. No explosion, no debris, just silence. When the Council demanded an explanation, the human ambassador replied, "We returned them home unharmed. Perhaps next time they will respect boundaries." And indeed, hours later, the entire fleet reappeared in its home system, undamaged, but stunned. This act shook the galaxy, not because it was violent, but because it demonstrated control beyond imagination. Moving entire fleets through folded space without harm was a power no known civilization possessed. From that day, the Ascendancy became both mystery and marvel. Scientists across the galaxy debated how such advancements were possible. Some believed the humans had made contact with ancient entities or discovered secrets hidden since the dawn of the stars. Others insisted it was merely the result of human persistence and creativity, the same trait that had once built rockets from nothing and cities from dust. Years passed. The Ascendancy's influence grew quietly. They did not conquer, yet systems voluntarily joined them. Worlds disillusioned with the Council's arrogance sought refuge under human governance. Trade flourished. Crime fell. Technology advanced faster than ever. Then the unthinkable happened. From beyond even the rim, something stirred. A cosmic anomaly, an expanding rift that consumed stars. It devoured entire systems, its reach spreading toward Council territory. Every known weapon failed against it. Science could not explain it. Panic consumed the galaxy. In desperation, the Council turned to the Ascendancy. They begged for help from those they had once cast out. The response came swiftly. Admiral Ryan's successor, Grand Commander Hale, addressed the Council directly. "We warned you of unity. We warned you of wisdom. Yet still you sought power. Now you ask for aid, and we shall give it. Not because you deserve it, but because life must endure." The Ascendancy mobilized. Across their domains, fleets assembled, ships vast as moons powered by energy drawn from beyond space itself. When they arrived at the rift's edge, every sensor in the galaxy recorded readings beyond comprehension. The humans deployed constructs that stabilized quantum fabric, using methods that seemed to merge science and art. As they worked, observers from countless species watched in awe. They saw humanity bend the impossible once again. The rift was sealed. Not destroyed, but contained. When it was done, the galaxy was saved. The Council offered gratitude, but humanity refused ceremony. "We did not do this for recognition," the envoy said. "We did it because we believe existence is worth protecting. Remember that." Afterward, the Council was no longer the center of galactic power. Worlds that had once obeyed its decrees now looked to the Ascendancy for guidance. Humanity had achieved what none before them had. An empire built not on conquest or fear, but on will, knowledge, and unity. Scholars across the stars began studying the history of humanity. They found a pattern. Every setback, every exile, every betrayal had only made them stronger. No other species could match that relentless spirit. In the end, even the Council's archives changed. Where once humanity was recorded as an unstable race of primitives, the new entry read, "Humans, the architects of the ascendancy, the forgers of impossible futures." Generations later, children across the galaxy grew up learning about the exiled ray,